Kia ora and welcome to this, the third of 4 special editions of Pat's Picks to celebrate New Zealand Music Month. Now this week I've chosen the perennial Kiwi favourite, True Colours by Split Enz. Released on the 25th of January 1980, this album is widely regarded as one of the major touchstones of New Zealand music history, and was the album on which Neil Finn really came into his own as a songwriter, most notably on I Got You, which would go on to become the group's most commercially successful single, reaching number 1 in New Zealand and Australia, and entering the top 20 in Britain and Canada. Featuring on this album you have Tim Finn on vocals, Neil Finn on guitar and vocals, Eddie Rayner on keyboards, Noel Crombie on percussion, Malcolm Green on drums, and Nigel Griggs on bass guitar. In my view, this album symbolised the end of Split Enz' metamorphosis from the madcap symphonic progressive rock group heard on their debut album Mental Notes into the new wave hit-producing powerhouse heard here on True Colours. This metamorphosis was not without its trials and tribulations, however. The Enz spent a number of years at the end of the 70s in England, and they toured and they recorded. However, they also suffered a relatively acrimonious breakup with one of their founding members, Phil Judd, and the breakthrough which they so craved seemed to elude them. However, returning to Australia with a brace of new songs and young producer David Tickle, that breakthrough would finally occur in the form of True Colours. My favourite track on the album is the Tim Finn penned I Hope I Never, an introspective and emotionally intense pop ballad full of pathos and penitence. This particular copy is part of the 40th anniversary reissue series, in which Eddie Rayner remixed the album, and it was pressed on orange, yellow, green and blue vinyl, as well as a picture disc edition. To my ears, this remix accentuates the keyboards and the drums particularly, and there are textural details which come out really clearly that I never really picked up on when listening to my original copy. So there you have it, True Colours by Split Enz, Pat's Picks, Episode 7.